Whether you're a human being or a search engine, quite often the most important reason to visit a website comes down to what's in the text. Written content still provides the context on why to visit websites, so you must ensure you provide great content, readable content, and enough of it to satisfy your users. Out of all the different things that make up a website, the one aspect that should be the most connected to the whole purpose of building the site in the first place should be the text. Think about it. You need to describe who you are, what you do, what you've got to offer, and how users can get it. Now, quite often, people will build a site and design the structure of pages first, before understanding what kind of text will be listed on the page. On the contrary, it's important to consider the content first on many page designs before creating one pixel of it. Assembling the important text first, along with related content, in a logical, readable, and accessible way will allow you to design something that supports the consumption of that content.
So typography is incredibly important in usability because I think, and we should all think of typography as part of the UI. A lot of the times when readers visit your website, they don't want to read your content. They're looking for excuses to leave the site and not read everything. So we need to provide proper line heights, white space, and structure the text that it's in a readable and legible way. Otherwise, it's just another reason for them to abandon your website.
The size of website text affects usability as well, especially when users have trouble reading. Text size, spacing, and alignment must be considered. Now, text that's too small, for example, can be tough for users to read, especially if your users are older or have vision problems, or if they're visiting on a mobile device with a smaller screen. Colors must also be considered so your text remains readable on different backgrounds. Color blindness can affect a certain subset of users, so designers often avoid combinations of red and green together whenever possible. In the end, what the text says is the most important thing. Writing for the web means understanding how much text is needed, how text will be consumed by people and by search engines, and the different kinds of text required to meet different needs.
So a pet peeve of mine when I visit a site with bad usability is, for example, when I get an error message and it doesn't provide me with the solution. It simply gives me the option to close or continue with that error, and then I have to go seek out a solution. Well, good usability provides a path to that solution instead of making you seek one for yourself.
The text you need to fully describe a product will be different than the text needed to provide directions to complete a contact form. Well, not only should the length of the text be different in each case, but very often you're going to have someone different writing each piece. So you need to ensure that the tone and voice of your content is consistent across the board. So when a user visits the different parts of your site, the experience remains intact. For example, if your About page is deadly serious, it's all business, but your hiring page is light and funny and includes lots of jokes, the message about who your company is might be lost here. When it comes to forms, consider how you can create ones that include text within the design to make it part of the interface. Many contact forms now include fields populated with helpful text to make the forms more compact and to provide examples so users understand how to enter the data you want. When describing products and services, you need to keep that user-centered approach in mind. Don't think about what you can say to simply sell that product or make the conversion. Consider who might need what you have to offer and what they need it for and why they should consider you over someone else. Very often, you're going to need more than text to influence people, so adding images and videos can be helpful. But at the core, smart and efficient use of text will be what allows users to find you through menus, search engines, and the links that you provide on social media.